What is going on, guys? Doomwake here, and welcome back to some more standard content. This client looks a little different than what we're used to. Well, for those of you who are unaware, standard's kind of what everybody has been talking about over the past couple of weeks. I'm recording this on the Monday after the World Championships. We have the RCQ season coming up. We have the Spotlight series in January coming up. Standard is just kind of what is the talking point. The standard is the most relevant competitive format as of right now, and it's a really good thing because standard is quite possibly the best format right now. I think it is the most diverse. I've been having a ton of fun playing the games, and there's some really sweet stuff to explore, and boy, do we have something sweet for you today. Before we continue, as always, if you liked the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help out the algorithm and the channel analytics. And like the video, as well as let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the video. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know if you've been enjoying Standard, what you've been playing, and maybe if you are interested in playing this spicy deck list. So, funny story about this deck, I had not really ever seen anybody play something like this until I got utterly destroyed by it on the ladder. And it was so impressive that I said to myself, well, I'm going to see if I can find a deck list. And lo and behold, somebody in my chat was right there for me, being able to send me a list. Made a couple of small changes to the list that they sent me, but the genesis and the core idea, the core concepts are still present here. And the card that we are building around is Capricious Hellraiser. There's a lot of buzz around this card in especially in older formats when it first came out, because cost reduction by getting 9 cards in the graveyard, I mean, that's trivial in formats like Modern. So, people kind of explored it a little bit there, but never really showed up that much. Pioneer, I tried it, but there wasn't enough support for it. And I don't know, everything, it seems like it just kind of came together at the right time for this particular deck list. So with Capricious Hellraiser, you want to have expensive cards that you want to hit off of it, but you don't want them to be too expensive. You want them to be somewhat castable. So, in Pioneer and Modern, like Dig Through Time, there's been some other stuff like that where it's, you can cast it at its regular cost, but it's not that difficult. It's not like a 10 mana card that you can never cast. And the big payoffs here are Chandra Hope's Beacon and Season of Weaving, which is pretty cool because Season of Weaving, when you cast it, if you'll notice here, you can choose up to 5 pop prints worth of modes, 2 to choose an artifact or creature you control and make a token that's a copy of it. So if you Capricious Hellraiser, hit Season of Weaving, you can then Season of Weaving twice because you get 5 paw prints, so you can choose the copy twice. You get 2 more Hellraisers, which means you get 2 more shots at trying to find more stuff. Maybe you have more Season of Weavings in there, and you can keep making more copies. And it effectively just gives you a way to chain and put, 6 or 7 4/4 flyers into play, which is pretty cool. And it's also pretty cool if they have haste. If you have if you have a Bitter Reunion lying around and an extra mana, you make a bunch of copies of Hellraiser, sack the Reunion, bang. They all have haste, and your opponent dies that turn. And what's cool about Bitter Reunion is its ways to fill up your graveyard. You need to get 9 cards in the graveyard to get the discount. Although you don't need to discount this card. You can wait until 6 mana because you have enough cheap interaction to get you to turn 6, especially with Ill-Timed Explosion, where Ill-Timed Explosion is the perfect card for this deck. You want to fill up your graveyard, so discarding 2 cards, not that much of a cost. You want to buy time to get to 6 mana, and then, wrathing the board buys time, and you want to discard very specific cards like Season or Chandra, which both happen to have 6 mana. You get the idea. See, Ill-Timed is perfect in this deck. I added a couple of mirror rooms just as more ways to copy Hellraiser. The 3 mana part of this, when you unlock this door, make a token that's a copy of a creature you control. So it just gives you more ways to copy Hellraiser the turn that you cast it. If you have the mirror room in the graveyard, you can hit it off of it, make a copy of Hellraiser, go again. Tunnel Grinder is pretty cool. It's just a way to dump a whole bunch of cards into your graveyard. This card, you can discard your whole hand. That makes it more likely you get a discounted Hellraiser. You can discard specific cards if you want to wait to 6 mana, because there's 2 ways to approach Hellraiser. You can dump a bunch of cards fast and just cast it cheap, or you can dump very specific cards, and then the turn you cast the Hellraiser, you're guaranteed to hit something that you want to hit. So there's 2 different ways to approach that. As far as the interaction, we have 4 Torch the Tower, 2 Into the Flood Maw, 2 Roaring Furnace, 1 Fires of Victory, and then 1 3 Steps Ahead. And then some additional selection, 2 Moment of Truth, 1 copy of Artist Talent, and that is pretty much it. So card selection, removal, ways to put cards into the graveyard to make a cheap Hellraiser. This deck kind of has it all, and I gotta say, it's really sick. I think this one is maybe one that I want to spend some time working on. As far as the sideboard is concerned, your usual suspects, you have Ghost Vacuum, Soul Guide Lantern for the graveyard decks, Pyroclasm and Brotherhood's End for the small creature decks, Abrade for small creatures, kills, the artifact that I can't remember the name of that makes tokens, Urbrask's Forge, so good against stuff like that. And also against opposing graveyard hate, because there is a lot of Ghost Vacuums going around, so you want to make sure you can kill their Ghost Vacuums. Negate for the control decks, Deshaun's Tiebinder for Domain, and Shieldred, stuff like that. Just a pretty versatile card. And then additional threat in the form of Crackling Wit. And the deck list was sent to me with this Virtue of Knowledge in the deck, and I'm not entirely sure why it's here. I guess 2 mana, you can copy a triggered ability of the Hellraiser to maybe go again. You can do some cool stuff there. So just kind of a good value card, but I don't think it's really here for any specific matchup. Like, you can obviously, when Negate, Pyroclasm, Braid are good. So keep that in mind. But as far as the deck tech is concerned, that's pretty much it. This deck is super sweet. I think you guys are really going to like the matches that we have for you today, and I can't wait to show you. So without further ado, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. This is typically what happens, just like lose to a deck, like get absolutely bodied by a deck, and then queue up said deck. Is there an unfair way to use Geared and Jolly Balloon Man? Geared is... Remind me what Geared does. No, we used to, YBAPs, but we are currently not accepting submissions for donation decks. But I appreciate you asking. We did used to, but not anymore. At least for now. I don't know when they will return, but for now, no mas. Guess we'll do this. I might just Tunnel Grinder my whole hand except the 1 ill-timed. Okay. Golgari. I would like a new hand, please. I would like 1 new hand, please, and thank you. Well, I mean, I didn't want that. Well, can I have my old hand back? I liked my old hand better. The strong poker hand? Yeah, this hand would go hard in Balatro. Three, 4, 5, 6. Decline. Probably gonna not decline next turn if I draw a spell. Quads is very good. Quads better than Full House. Better than 2 pair. Not better than 5 of a kind, though. 5 of a kind goes hard. Yeah, what if I just set my 4 mountains? I mean, you're supposed to play one of those as a creature so I can kill it. Well, what if we just run it back? I mean... Alright, I'm in. See, the problem with discarding all these lands is it's just going to make my Hellraiser so much worse, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. God, it makes it so much worse. All right, I'm only discarding 3 lands then. Oh, we got Delirium all right. See, I wanted to discard these cards, but Keep that. I mean, I don't have anything good in my graveyard. I guess I have an ill-timed, but ill-timed would also kill my own Hellraiser. I believe standard RCQs start in the middle of November, I believe. I think it's like second or third week of November, but don't quote me on that. And honestly, that's really only a guess because I wasn't able to find information on when exactly they start, but I was able to find that Modern ends on November 3rd. And I would assume it's like, close to the end of the Modern RSQ season. Huh. So this is draw a card, return each non-land, non-token permanent to its owner's hand. Okay, question. This resolves in the order it shows up on the card, correct? So, like, I would make a copy of Tunnel Grinder and then bounce everything? That's so stupid. Why is it ordered like that? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't that just make the card bad? That's so bad. Non-token. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, I see. I see. I know it looks weird to discard Chandra there, but I want to give myself the best chance of hitting a spell off the Hellraiser, because I'm going to double Hellraiser next turn. I didn't realize it was non-token. That was my bad. It was mine. God, this has to be my favorite Blink-182 song. It's so good. It's not right. All right, can I kill them next turn? I might be able to. I do have another mountain I can fetch, right? I sure hope so. About that. Okay, it didn't matter. Okay, this is kind of gross. Hope you enjoy it this time. You gave it all away. It was mine. Cool. Well, that was fun, right? That was a good time. Was that did we all have a good time? Did we all have a good time? 3. How many cards are in my graveyard? 5. Cast another. I don't have enough to kill them if I do that, though, right? Make 2 more. Well, I can only make 1 more. I can either 3 steps ahead copy, or I can go add mana, play Hellraiser from hand. But there's, like, not a lot I can hit. I mean, I can just go add mana, Hellraiser from hand, haste, attack them for 16. But I think I'd rather just haste, attack them for 12, hold up counterspell, right? Like, I think that's just good enough. I don't really know how they're beating that, right? Oh, Chandra copies. Okay, so I guess I did have lethal, right? Yeah, I did have lethal if I just went 3 steps ahead, copy with Chandra, make 2 more haste. Yeah, that would have been lethal. You're right. Forgot about that. Oh, I did not update Mox Field. That doesn't matter. Here, I'll update Mox Field real quick. Even if there's ever a situation where I'm not updating Mox Field, you can always find the deck list on the Untapped overlay as well. They have 2 mana left. Guess they could still have Go for the Throat. Okay. Cool. That was nice. That was kind of gross. Okay, so let's see. We're playing Golgari Midrange. Why is there a Virtue of Knowledge in my sideboard? More dragons. If a permanent entering causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control, that ability triggers a second time. Yeah, I guess that's true. Lantern, Vacuum, Ral. I mean, I don't know. I just don't want to board any of these cards. Deck's perfect. No sideboarding necessary here. When you build a deck that is as perfect as this one, you don't need to sideboard. You remember that Flood Maw that I put on the bottom of my library? Remember that one? I remember that Flood Maw that I put in the bottom of my library. I do. I remember. Forgot that card was legal. Okay, stop. Tree B, you stop. Stop it. Okay, well, it didn't matter. Had the Flood Maw anyways. Is it standard or modern for the next RC season? Next RCQ season is standard. Do I want the Torch exiled or do I want it in the graveyard? I think I want the Torch exiled. I may not cast the Flood Maw this turn, though. I may consider waiting a turn. Because if I draw Tunnel Grinder, I can't cast Tunnel Grinder next turn. So let's just wait a turn. Yeah. Oh, wait, this is perfect. Wait, this is actually insane. Because now they're forced to take the Season of Weaving. And we just have this in our graveyard. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now, the problem is they just have these to get rid of the Hellraiser, which kind of sucks, but... Maybe they don't have a land? Yeah, I don't care about that. It appears they don't have a land to cast these Binding Negotiations. Alright, well, if they don't draw land, and we draw land next turn, we can cook. Okay. I mean, this is fine. Hold. Please give me an untapped land. Please, one untapped land. Not exactly. It's fine. We could just cast this, no discard. And then pass. Probably discard the Bitter Reunion. Yeah. Yeah, do that. Still need a land here. Still need a land here. Did we just slam the Sauna? Yeah, I guess we just slammed the Sauna, right? I'm in for it. I mean, I'll draw a land eventually. At one point or another, I will draw a land. Tranquilo. No! God, that card is so good against me. Come on. Come on, man. Can they beat the Sauna? Oh, they definitely can beat the Sauna. I'm dead. This matchup seems really tough after sideboard. Okay, so if they're going to have 7,000 sideboard cards against me, I guess I need this Ral. That's really it, though, right? Negate doesn't counter Leyline or Frillback. I guess this can counter the Frillback trigger. Copy and activate ability. Controller would choose new targets. It's not that good. Removal seems bad. Graveyard Heat seems bad. We just don't have a lot for this matchup. Yeah, Tidebiter could be okay. Cut this, maybe. And then maybe I can trim Tunnel Grinders for Tidebinders. Let's try that. Yeah, post-board, this matchup seems pretty difficult. Not entirely sure what we are supposed to do. It's definitely not keep a one-lander. They kept 7, which means they definitely have Leyline. No Leyline? Okay, hold. Hold. There is a Fungus Among Us. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Okay, I can kill that guy. There is a Fungus Among Us. Amogus. Candied lands. Please give me lands. Skeptical of the Tunnel Grinder in this list, but I played a couple games and it's sick. Yeah, just like it fills up your graveyard so fast for the Hellraisers. It turns on Hellraiser so quickly. Amogus. Cease. Okay. I've been ceased. Dude, they just have an like obscene amount of graveyard hate. What is going on here? They have Cease, Desist, Frillback, and Leyline of the Void. That's a lot. Who hurt them? Probably a Hellraiser player. They're like, man, this stupid Hellraiser deck, I can't beat it. Half of my sideboard is just going to be Graveyard Hate moving forward. And there's nothing you can do to stop that. Maybe the Oculus deck? Yeah, it could be that. You know what I found out? I found out the other day that the excel this. I found out the other day that the Oculus deck no longer plays Monastery Mentor, and I thought that was kind of weird. Like, why are they no longer playing Mentor? Like, I guess I know Oculus is better than Mentor, but why not both, you know? They're playing Oculus and Haudijin as their creatures, but I wonder if you should just be playing Oculus and Mentor and then don't play Haudijin. Because Haudijin, like, kind of sucks, I think. Alright, hand, graveyard. And then land cooks them. I read Mentor does to 2-mana removal. See, the thing is, it does, but you can set up a spot where you go, like, helping hand back my Mentor and then cast a couple of spells in a turn, and you don't really care if they kill it, because you got 2 1/1s out of it. So, like, also kind of just want more threats in that deck. I feel like 8's maybe not enough. Somewhere between, like, 10 and 11 is maybe what I'd prefer. Like, the list that I was going to play today had 4 Oculus, 4 Jin, 3 Mentor. Like, I kind of just want to play all 3. Come on, man! Why do they have so much graveyard hate? What did I do to deserve this? What did I do to deserve this? This is unreal. They killed the Bitter Reunion and not the Sauna? What? Why? Why would they do that? I mean, I'm gonna do this. Okay. I don't know why they didn't kill the Sauna. And on top of that, their discard spell also exiles. Like, I can't do anything. Yeah. All right. It's seriously, that's what it feels like. It feels like I'm being targeted. They have no creature lands, right? No creature lands spotted. I mean, the sick part is we're still going to win this game. Yeah, go. I'm still going to win. Many men. Many men. Boomies. Boomies. The emote. Hello? I could minus the Chandra, go 2 to Liliana, 2 to Frillback, and then Hellraiser try to spike the Chandra. It was not as clear as you thought. Boomies. There's an M. All right? There's an M. Torch first? No, I don't want to put the torch in the graveyard because that is one more card that's not a Chandra that I don't want to hit. Yeah, I just want to do this. Lord mercy on me. Your turn. I pass. Wish death upon me. Could go minus Chandra, second Chandra, torch. Yeah, I'm gambling a little bit by casting the Hellraiser because there is a 1 in 4 chance I don't hit the Chandra, but it's so much better if I do it this way. Like, you know. Because now I get the Chandra in play, but I just have a Hellraiser. I'm just up a Hellraiser, right? And now they just can't win this game. Anybody want to draw 10? You just want to draw 10? I'm in. Wait, whoops. Did I only click 4? Okay, whoops. I meant to click 10. Whoops, my bad. What's in my hand? I can't even tell right now. I have no untapped lands. Discard 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Your turn. The last 2 cards will be vital for sure. Yeah, no. No, not a bat. Not a bat. Anything but a bat. Yeah, you see, the last 2 cards are probably going to be the difference between winning and losing this game, to be honest. Yeah, we haven't drawn the blue room a single time. Now, to be fair, we only added 2. So, but we have not drawn it. We have not drawn it yet. Yeah, nice. Oh, man. Am I going to deck myself? Okay, I have to be careful. I may actually deck myself. So we have to... how many Hellraisers do I have left? I have 2 Hellraisers left. I actually do have to be careful about not decking. So let's just draw 4 instead of 10. How about that? Let's draw 4. Okay. Now we have located the room. The room has been located. Okay, so now, if a triggered ability of a permanent you control, okay. So now we go 2 mana. Play this on Dragon. Play the 7 mana half of the room. And then next turn, we can go Hellraiser plus copy. Yeah, I just kind of want to see what the format looks like, Rosie. I'm sure Foundations will change it up a little bit. Change it up probably quite a bit, but I just want to see what it looks like. It's a good card. I don't think it's good enough, though. All right, do we have a season in the graveyard? We do, right? We do have a season in the graveyard. So, they killed my room! We gotta be like that. Not the room, no! Anything but the room, why? I'm trying to think if there's any reason to do anything before casting Hellraiser. No, just cast Hellraiser. I mean, I can kill the Nissa. I'm not worried about the Nissa, but... Alright, hand... Graveyard. Library. Hand... Graveyard Library. Okay, now we can go -4... Do this and this. Play Spire. We have 13 cards in library. I only have 1 Hellraiser left. I just want to make sure that I don't deck. You know what I mean? Because, like, decking is a realistic concern here. Oops, I meant to click Discard Torch, but it's fine. All right, they're off it. I think it was like an update or something, and they just didn't revert it. I honestly don't know. It is weird, though, because it doesn't make a lot of sense. If you're playing best of 3, why are they separated? You know? Blackcleave Cliffs. Okay. I guess I want that, because I want to have this in play for the turn that we go for Hellraiser. Discard Spire, probably. Okay. Kind of want to wait on... I was going to say, wait on the Tunnel Grinder till we can find that expensive card, which we did find. So that is nice. Dragon these nuts. Discard these 2. You know... kind of wish I had waited on that, I guess. Kind of wish I had waited on that. Really should have waited on that, huh? Well, this is awkward. Go? Question mark? Cards in graveyard, we have 3. I got very punished for the way that I did that. I didn't think that's what happened to me today. What happened to you today, Marcus? What are you thinking? All right, I know what you're talking about. Oh, I see. Dragging these nuts. I gotcha. A classic. Basic island, huh? I do need a land, but I kind of don't want it to be an island. Although I guess it doesn't matter. No, let's take Canal. So hand, graveyard, library. You know, Okay. It's okay. We can go 3 steps ahead to loot. And then 3, 6. We can potentially double Hellraiser. Or we can Hellraiser with mana, but that's all that matters. Although I guess there's a good chance they probably have a removal spell if we go for Season of Weaving. Double blue to counter. Yeah, but I kind of want to just use this as a loot anyways. But I guess playing the island, like taking the island would have let me, taking the island would have let me counter plus draw that turn, right? So that was probably better. I think I'm gonna do. Oh, only one card. Okay, Season then. Wait, did I mess that up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do need a 9th card in the graveyard. All right, just cast Torch for no value. Because I want to be able to Hellraiser with mana untapped. Okay. Let's just cast this first. Although, again, if we hit the copy spell and they have Go for the Throat, it's kind of awkward. They gave me a nice. I'll give them a thanks. Okay. And I also can't copy because I only have 2 mana. Well, this is not great. This is not ideal. I guess I'll take this. Not great. Not exactly how we wanted that to happen. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we're still kind of cooking, right? We're still kind of cooking a little bit. And I have 2 mana, which means just play this pass. I'll be bounce the Bloodletter. What does this even do when it flips? End step, if you descended this turn, put a counter on it. Then if there are 3 or more, flip it. And then, what do you guys for inspiration? Discover X? Oh, that card's sick. Every spell you have basically has Cascade. That's kind of nice. It's all right. We have a whole bunch of good spells. Plenty of good cards. They can only take one of them. They can only take one of them. No eternal rainbow. I guess they take Chandra. Yeah, why do they even have best of 1 available still? Like, who even realistically still plays? I mean, I guess it's good if you don't have time to play a full match, but like if you're practicing or doing any sort of testing, like you'd much rather just play best of 3 than best of 1. You sorry and me is so hurried. Really? I mean, I guess it makes sense, again, for people who just don't have as much time. Yeah, a lot of casual mobile gamers. We can flip the grinder this turn. I don't know if that's good, but I'm going to do this. Yeah, especially people that just have less time, you know? All right, so hear me out. Discard Bitter. And then Torch the Slasher. Because they could kill their own Slasher in response. But then it would still have the stun counters on it at least. Yeah, it's fine. And then I believe we flip the grinder this turn. So this is when you cast a permanent spell. So we can discover off of the Chandra, which is nice. And then if they Bloodletter, we can just go Chandra minus kill both of these, which is good. Use best of 1 to fine-tune your main board, then get to test it versus a lot of different decks. Yeah, I mean, the sheer amount of games that you get to play in best of 1, nothing can be like you can't really compare that to anything else. The only thing is, like, the issue that I have with Best of One is the metagame is so much. It feels like it would be so much different than the Best of Three metagame, because, like, in theory, if people are playing a lot of Best of One, those people probably have less time on their hands, so they generally want to play a more aggressive deck. So it's like, I think in most circumstances, the Best of One metagame is a little bit more skewed towards aggressive decks. 2 gifted, Alex. 2 gifted. Rakdos, the muscle. The muscle. Muscle my ass, huh? They can give it indestructible. Well, that's not good. What if I don't want them to give it indestructible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're 1 mana short of going Chandra plus mana for season. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Plus 2 is 5. When you sacrifice the creature, exile cards equal to its mana variance, hovers over his armor, it's not sharing for those cards. That card's like, how do I beat that card? How the hell do I beat that card? How on earth do I beat this card? Do I season here? Just like bounce everything, draw 2? And if I bounce everything, draw 2, they can just replay this next turn, right? It does buy me a turn at least, right? It does at least buy me a turn. Ooh, the other question is, how many Flood Maws have I gone through? There's 1 in the grave, and there... Okay, so I still have 1 Flood Maw in my deck, which means that if I save the Bitter Reunion, like, say they go replay the muscle and do this, then I could, like, Bitter Reunion, cascade into Flood Maw, bounce this. Where are they doing this? Sure. Okay. Alex, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Folks, if you didn't get one dodged in chat, it's as simple as that. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs, Alex. I greatly appreciate that. Let's drop a link to the deck in the chat, and I will happily take a look. So would they hit Season, Furnace, Talent? All right, go. Let's do one today or another day or something. Yeah, I got you. I'll take a look. If you have a link, I can take a look at the list right now. Alex, thank you again for the 5 gifted subs. Very generous of you. I was trying something like this before. The Overlords would like to know if there's something in any direction. Sultai Beans. All right, let's take a look here. What do you got? Sultai Beans. What are we working with? Cut down, Dream Thief, Spyglass, mana value 2, Beans, Nashid, Nowhere, Profs. Mapex, thank you for the Prime. Thank you for using that Prime, Mapex. Draw 5, huh? Draw 5. Okay, well, they have a lot of cards in it now. Hold please, hold please, hold please. All right, I will cascade with Chandra. Nice. That didn't work out super well. I have 3 mana left over. Let's exile 5. Did not hit a single spell. Milled a Hellraiser. So I have how many Hellraisers left? 2, right? Yeah, I have 2 left. Go. All right, what are we looking at, Alex? Hollow Marauder. This town ain't big enough. No one left behind. Overlord. All right, so I don't know if you were here earlier in the stream, but the first deck we played today was this, and it's very similar to something that you have. It's like eerily similar. And what I wanted to do with beans, like the idea behind the deck that I have here is I thought that I can't kick this. Oh, okay. Well, it's fine. So the idea with this list is you have Gwenna. Gwenna was kind of the missing piece for me because Gwenna works so well with all of the overlords. And that was kind of the idea there. Cards in library, 15? 15, huh? That's not a lot. 15 is not a lot of cards. I kind of don't want to draw 4. That's fine. It's fine. Discard nothing because I can torch the Bloodletter on their turn. Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. And now we go here. Add mana. I'm just gonna put this into play, but I'm not gonna discard because I don't want to deck myself. And then I'll pass and torch on their turn. I normally win as I draw 12 cards with props in one turn, have almost decked a few times. Normally win with props, that's interesting. Yeah, that's true. Props is kind of nice. So basically you are kind of like more focused on the blue side of things with props, Hall Creeper, stuff like that. I tried a version that was similar to this that had stuff like Hollow Marauder, Overwhelming Remorse. The issue is I felt like the graveyard enablers didn't work super duper well with Beanstalk. Because, like, I mean, I guess maybe you don't have to go super deep on the graveyard enablers. But I feel like if you're not going that deep on the graveyard stuff, then they have 2 of these? So many. I feel like if you're not going as deep on the graveyard stuff, then it just, like, makes those cards a lot worse. What I don't like about my list is that I have to play 1-drops there very mid. Yeah, the 1-drops kind of suck. I mean, I guess besides Cutdown is fine, but Spyglass Siren, Fairy, Dream Thief. Yeah, there's like this weird tension where when you're playing props, you kind of want to play a large number of 1-mana creatures. Because the 1-mana creatures curve so well with props. But then the 1-mana creatures don't synergize with Beanstalk, and they like don't really help you get to Hollow Marauder that well, you know what I mean? Burn Togethered. They're gonna burn together their Rakdos with the Bloodletter in play. Imagine. Okay, what's the plan here? Not really sure. I mean, I guess the plan is just pop off, right? I'll look at the deck more during sideboarding, Alex, but that's kind of like my initial thoughts right now. Just like kind of a quick pass. But I'll look at it more in a second. Rakdos can mill us to its mana value. So Rakdos can mill me for 4. So I have to make sure that I don't draw more than 6 cards. Well, how about this? How about I force the issue? But there is like a serious concern about decking here. Now that I'm essential is this pain. Okay, now we go Hellraiser. Did I want to discover? Okay, well, I have nothing to discover into anyways, so it doesn't matter, I guess. Wait, the 2 rooms are in the bottom 6 cards? Okay. Mana check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can... Okay, this is fine. I can take this. If I hit a room, I can go again. And graveyard bottom. Okay, now we go... Let me cook, alright. Oh, shit. Wait, there's no cards left in my deck. Hold on. I have no cards in my library. This might be an issue. Okay, cast Mirror Room. I've literally gone through my whole deck at this point. No. No, not gonna cast that one. Wait, can we not actually kill them? We can burn our own Chandra. Why would I want to do that, though? I may not be able to kill them unless I hit the season. Wow, I didn't hit the season. Okay. Well, this is kind of awkward, isn't it? Bounce this. I only have 2 cards in my library. Wait, we're just dead. They can go Rakdos mill me, and then I died of decking, right? Is there any way I can keep going with this other mirror room? Well, the problem is if I play mirror room, I can't give them haste, right? Am I really 1 damage short of killing them? Remember when I could have just -8 the Chandra instead of -7? Why did I keep the Chandra in play? I'm gonna come 1 damage short with the Chandra on 1. Yeah, I don't know, man. Room hit the Chandra in graveyard. Well, that wouldn't be enough, because then we'd have to make mana to sack the Bitter Union, right? Oh, it would, because we'd have 1 extra creature in play. I see what you're saying. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, well, I can keep going, right? We go here, done. Okay, we're still going. We're still going. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Okay, hold. Okay, chat, we're still going. We're still going. So we just need the Chandra. There we go. All right, now we can kill them. Jesus Christ. Don't draw. I'm not going to draw. Don't worry. I'll make 2 more just because. Why not? It's funny. It is funny to make 2 more, right? How many do you think I can make? I'll decline. It's going to be a decline for me. Oh, I still haven't resolved this other one. Jesus. All right. Make 2 mana. Make red. Sack Bitter Reunion. Attack. Jesus Christ. What a turn. What a turn. -35, by the way. All right. I'm going to... God, this hand is hell awkward. I mean, I'm going to keep it, I guess, and put this back. But does that all make sense, Alex? Or, Alex on? I forget there's 2 Alexes. But that's kind of like where I would go with the deck. Is you can probably afford to play profs without all the cheap cards. Because Beans and Overlord work so well with it. I would even consider adding the green Overlord at that point. Why did that Oh. Brolar K, thank you for the 18-month resub. Welcome back, Brolar. First primer as a papa. You'll love to see it. Thanks again for the 18 months, Brolar. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you would need to add lands. And again, I would consider adding... I would definitely consider adding the green Overlord if you can fix the mana. Right, yeah, if you're cutting the 1-drops, then you can kind of change the mana around a little bit. Is unable to screen playable. I don't think so. Jesus. Thanks, Alexon. Thanks again for the gifted subs. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you to say. I'm very glad you enjoy the content. I try my best. All right, I really just want to cast this Talon, so I'm going to do this. Well, you see, if we can find cards to cast, then we can discard some of these cards to put them in the graveyard. That's how that works, right? I'm not going to respond to that comment, Bulb. I've played 2 decks so far, and neither of them have contained the card Children. I will say that. Oh, somebody else is missing land drops. Demon spotted. I repeat, demon has been spotted. There we go. Oh my god. Are we casting this room for no value just to trigger the talent? No, I'm just doing this. I refuse. Because now we could play Explosion for 3. I know. If you go look at the metagame for Standard, Shieldred is not even in, like, the top 5 decks. Maybe, like, 1 copy tops. It's just not that good. People, like, so many people are playing, fucking Go for the Throat and stuff. Rude. What does this do on level 3? If the source you control would deal non-combat damage... Okay, so that does nothing. I guess I should loot main phase. In case I find a land. Discard this. Yeah, not actually that bad. Now I can counter a spell. It's gonna chill. Do I think a blue-black playa for Doomsday is similar to the Pioneer list from yesterday is possible in Standard? I do, and I actually saw that there was, I think it was Andrew had played a list at a challenge recently, and it looked kind of decent. So I would recommend checking that out. But I do think that is entirely possible, yeah. How many cards are in my graveyard? 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be card number 7. This will be card number 8. This will be card number 9. All right, I'm going to do this. And then go here, discard Torch. Having this island is kind of awkward, though. Do we have 9 already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is already 9. So I guess discard the land? I don't really need the land, right? Go hold up moment. Honestly, this talent has been really good this game. It helped that my opponent missed a bunch of land drops, to be fair. That definitely did help. Destroy target enchantment. I have a response. Alright, so they're extremely dead. So what you're telling me is that my opponent is very dead. Okay, that's fine. I accept. We go here, here. And then obviously hope we spike the season. Did not spike the season. But we can go cast this. Weirdly enough, I kind of don't want to discard a ton here. Oh, I forgot this wasn't discounted anymore. Shit. Awkward. Shit, I forgot that it wasn't discounted because they killed the talent. I knew that was going to happen. All right, I pass. I knew that was going to happen. That is fine. You know, Shieldred is the worst card in Standard. Is it, though? But yeah, the list that I was talking about, Distinction, was just like blue-black control. Very similar to what Tomber had sent us. Very, very similar to that. It was just like blue-black control with blue-black control with a whole bunch of... Yeah, okay. What was I going to say? Blue-black control with like just a pile of removal and counter spells, and then eventually get the demon. I think it was playing like 3 demon, 4 Jace, something like that. Decline, I guess. I don't have a counter spell, right? I wanted to hit this so I could make another copy, but I missed. So I guess we're doing this. Hit for 12, play tap land, pass. Discard this. I mean, I think we're fine, right? I think we're fine. Rakdos the muscle. They just wanted to gas their muscle. All right, 2-0. 2-0, let him cook. I told chat that if Doomsday Excruciator top 8 at a Pioneer Challenge, I would give 25 subs. And I did that. I did that yesterday. You can go watch the VOD. Trying to make standard Chromo deck. That is going to be the next deck we're playing. We're playing Gruul Delirium next. It's a really good thing I didn't make it 100, right? It's a really good thing I didn't make it 100. I think initially I may have said 100, and then I walked it back a little bit. I'm like, you know, it is possible. While I don't think it's very likely, it is possible. Yeah. I'm kind of liking this Hellraiser deck. All right, give me a graveyard count. There is 4 currently. That's not a lot. All right, good thing they can't take Hellraiser with that. It's the only card I really care about right now is Hellraiser. It's fine. Acceptable. If I'm going to surveil, I should probably field first, right? Right. Get a Montaña. Get a graveyard check. 6, 7, 8. I'll keep that. It does kill the BAP. Not that I really care that much about getting the Flood Maw back, but it's a spell, right? Jose says, hello, Doom. EU RC in 4 weeks between Temur Lumra, Sultai Lumra, 4-color Lumra, or Black-Green Lumra. But have you considered Jeskai Lumra? Have you ever thought about that? No, I bet you haven't. I'm going to main phase this again so I can get the counter on Tunnel Grinder. You found that hard to cast Lumra in that build? You weren't trying hard enough. Oh, wait, can't I just cast the Hellraiser this turn? Am I 1 short? Am I stupid? Don't answer that question. Why did I thought I was going to be able to cast it this turn. Well, I guess not. There we go. It's okay. We get to discover off of it next turn. I think I should take 7 to play around another copy of Bat. All right. 3. Oh, that's a good draw. 3 mana Hellraiser coming in. I repeat, 3 mana Hellraiser coming in with a Discover. Okay, I'll cast that. I don't think I'm discarding to this, though. I think there's probably a good chance I'm not discarding. Yeah. I mean, they almost certainly have Go for the Throat for this. It's really open to hit Chandra. Hand... Graveyard bottom. Now the question is, do we go for the room? Do we go for the room? How many cards do we have left in our graveyard? There's 8 right now. Going for the room is bad if I draw another Hellraiser next turn, because if they go for the Throat, they're going to do it end of turn, and then this will be the 9th card, and then next turn I could just go second Hellraiser plus room. So I think I just don't go for the copy this turn, because they have to have Go for the Throat, right? They have to have Go for the Throat. I'm just going to wait. We're only taking... I mean, we might take 7 next turn, which would suck, but... No, they always have it here. There's almost no chance they don't have Go for the Throat. I really hope they just play spells instead of Animating Cottage. Thank you. That's very nice of you to do that. I appreciate that, opponent. I kind of had no outs if they just attacked me with Cottage that turn. Okay. That is something. So let's go here first. I'm at 6. This is weird. I could discard the room and a land to kill the Dread Knights and then double torch the land. Or I could discard nothing, torch both of their Dread Knights, and then take 4, go to 2. I'm not entirely sure which line is better. I think discarding nothing is better, because then next turn I could just cast this and try to spike a Hellraiser off of the Discover, because I discovered 7 off of this. So let's do that. I know you're not a fool. That sucks, because now they dig the room. That is very unfortunate. Now we have nothing left. And they can put me to 2. Alright, we need to find a Hellraiser. Hellraiser, please! Another room wouldn't be too bad. Do we have a second room? Where did we go? Yeah, we have 1 more room left. Hold. Chat, I need you to hold. Ooh, okay. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. I think we draw 5 here, right? I'm thinking of making a copy of something like Bitter Reunion, but it's probably just better to draw 5 here. And it's sick because we can cast this before we get the Hellraiser into play, which means we have a shot at copying it. Can't copy Reunion? Why not? Oh, it's only artifact or creatures. Okay, got it. I thought it was any not then permanent. Okay, so this... I mean, funny enough, this Restless Cottage is kind of scary still. Like, we don't really have a good way to answer it. We probably just want to go Tunnel Grinder, discard all of our lands, and just try to find, like, a Fires of Victory. Because I don't want any of these lands. I'm going to keep the Furnace. Okay, now we can Hellraiser again. But there's a lot of lands in the graveyard, so that it could miss. But I mean, we obviously have to still go for it, right? Is there anything else I want to do first? I don't think I want to do anything first, right? Just Hellraiser again. I'd love to hit the season. There we go. Yeah, now we're cooking. All right. That was sick, right? Oh, boy. This deck is nice. This deck is so nice. God, Hellraiser into Season of Weaving is so messed up. I'm going to keep in Flood Maw in case they have Leyline. 3-mana counterspell is not great against them. I can shave one of these because that card's not ideal if they have Graveyard Hate. And I think I'm just going to play like a Ral and a Brotherhood's End, something like that. Oh, Oculus? So there's some tension though, right? Because Oculus is kind of awkward where if you cast the Oculus on turn 3, you can sculpt your graveyard, quote unquote, but then you don't get the discount on Hellraiser. So there's like a bit of tension there, right? But maybe it's still worth it. I'm gonna do this in case they have bad. S. There's also collect evidence in blue and red. Is there? Because I just don't remember there being that, but maybe there is. Lamplight Phoenix. Unraveler's kind of expensive though. Ghost Vacuum. So now we have to kind of go off the combo plane a little bit. The Mythic Vehicle is blue-red. Which one's that? Which one's the Mythic Vehicle? I don't think I'm familiar with that one. Please don't play Shieldred. Collect Evidence 6. It becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Yeah, see, the thing is, the awkward part about that card is that, like, the cards you would want to exile from your graveyard before going for Hellraiser are lands, right? You don't want to exile expensive cards. You want to just get the lands out of there, because that's all that matters. So ideally, it would be, like, a card that can just exile lands or something like that, you know? Cannot beat the Shieldred here. Just no chance. Well, it ain't pretty, but it sure is not pretty, but it's something. I think I have to wait till their end step to bounce it. Something, standard is a Shieldred format. It's really hoping they would level it again. And then I could just bounce it. That sure is awkward. Could have maybe sacked the Bitter Union there. The ward is hella awkward here. That's something. That is something. Total cards in graveyard, we have 6. This is going to be 7. Okay, that kind of helps. We can put a Bitter in the graveyard. I mean, I guess they have the vacuum anyways, so it doesn't matter, but... If we go to game 3, I probably need to bring in more stuff to answer the vacuum. Because it does make it so much harder to cast this Hellraiser. They just didn't play the Shieldred that turn? Why? Why would they not play Shieldred? I'm confused. Well, about that. Go. Your turn. I pass. They drew Raskan. Oh, that could be. Yeah. That's like the only explanation, right? Nope. Cards in graveyard 5, 6, 7, 8. Even if I wanted to, I can't get to 9 this turn. Alright, give me a land. I mean, I did ask for a land. I did regret running into my tournament arch nemesis in the last round, who is now... Nate has now beat me in back-to-back day 1 Winnidins in back-to-back RCs. So I really should consider dodging Nate in the last round of day 1. I really should do that. This hand kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. Well. Mulling to 5 against the Duress Bath deck. Not recommended. It's something, I guess. I mean, whatever. They just don't have bat. It's fine. Well... Okay, I guess I'll keep that. I don't know if I should keep that, but... But it's like, if I keep that, I can't really tap out on turn 2 for bitter. Because I want to hold up for bat. Okay. Go here, discard second bitter, I think. I mean, that's something. Especially if they don't have the vacuum. Though we don't have a ton of means to put cards into the graveyard yet. Can I have that second bitter reunion back? I mean, at the time, I didn't think I wanted the second one, but kind of wish I had kept it. Is that good? I mean, it's not terrible. Like, there's maybe something here, but... I'm going to torch whichever one they target. Do I want to put Flood Maw into the graveyard this turn? Could, like, bounce talent, give them a fish, clean up the fish with the explosion. I think I'll wait. Where land? Land where? Need land. It's kind of like a time walk, right? I'm going to take 3 and try to draw a land here. Okay, unforge. Could Furnace the Dread Knight. It ain't pretty. It definitely ain't pretty. Maybe I should save Furnace for Shieldred. No, because I can always ill-time the Shieldred, discard Chandra. Let's just do this. Kind of sucks giving him another card, but kind of have to, I think. We don't have any ETB creatures like Noxious Gearhulk and Standard. I mean, besides Hellraiser, not really, no. I guess there's the Overlord, yeah. Okay, this is fine. If they take ill-time, they can just Abrade the bat. So they might just... I mean, they still kind of have to take the ill-timed. Just because if they take the Abrade and I draw a land, it's so bad for them. Bosswood Dread Knight. That's what we're trying to find out, Cybele the Bunny. Still undecided right now. It's doing some powerful things, but it is a little inconsistent. But it is definitely doing a lot of powerful things, which I do like. Talenti. Can't ever win if they have Vraska. So they will simply not have Vraska. Do I want to use Abrade as gain 5? Oh no, I can't, right? Because I have to target the bat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have to kill the bat this turn. Take 6, go to 10, untap, cast Explosion, discard Chandra. I mean, that's good. Honestly, if they don't have Vraska, I think we're favored. But I have a feeling they have Vraska. So. I have a sneaking suspicion that they probably have Vraska in their hand. Cool. I have died. Not a lot I could do about that. Unfortunate. But 2-1, not too bad.